let me go to Mr. Mustafa. Maybe we'll come back to you on that point. But Mr. Mustafa, seeing what the NNPC Limited did, it's a commercial entity. Some have said, well, it is government fixing the price. But some say, well, we know that the NNPC is no more government owned in that sense. It's since been incorporated and all of that. So to what extent then can we place this at the table of government, the decision by the NNPC Limited, Mr. Mustafa?
Well, just like you said, NNPC has been incorporated. Is more of a limited liability company. But I still believe NNPC is still government, because it's 100% owned by the federal government, and it determines a lot when it comes to issues regarding petroleum product, refined petroleum product related decisions. NNPC plays the major role, and the other regulators also complement what they are doing. So I believe NNPC, being the sole provider as at today, is the only body that can determine whatever price regime they want to bring with the going of the deregulation as announced by the president in his inaugural speech. When we heard of it, we were not even expecting that such a thing is going to be implemented before the end of May. And we were all surprised. We just came off yesterday in the morning and saw a list stating the prices of NNPC retail stations prices that is supposed to be sent to all their retail outlets across the nation. Stating prices, each state has its own different price based on the location of the station or location of the state from the source of the product. That's the coastal depots where most of the products are being lifted and subsequently transported to all nook and crannies of the country.
Well, Mr. Mustafa, just to be clear, what is the position of IPMAN on this, on the removal of subsidy on petrol? Just to be clear, because we had your PRO yesterday, national PRO yesterday, saying it's the best decision, and then this that is happening and that you're also responding to. Quick one on that. What is the position of IPMAN? Just to be clear.
Well, our position of IPMAN is we support in totality the deregulation of the industry, because this issue has been lingering for 20 years now. The refineries are not working. Government could not provide the needed petroleum product supply. A lot of issues of shortages, scarcity, adulterated products. We have passed through a lot of challenges. I believe if the government will look stand on its on the regulation policy, the private sector will come in to fully also contribute its own quota in the development of the downstream subsector.
Well, Mr. Mustafa,
a lot of companies are trying to build refineries.
There are a number of other issues to raise with you, if you don't mind me butting in. I just want to also get this out. I mean, you've raised your concerns about the position of the NNPC, NNPCL on the fuel prices and all of that. If you can hear me, Mr. Mustafa.
I believe we will have
just listen to me. If you can hear me, Mr. Mustafa, I'm trying to put in another question to you now. So, the NNPC put out the statement detailing its retail prices to its own fuel stations. What have you heard about the cost that, you know, marketers such as yourself will be lifting this fuel from the depots? Because, as you said, it's NNPC's retail prices. What have you heard about how much marketers will be lifting from the depots? Has that also risen, or it's going to remain status quo until the end of June?
Can you come rephrase the question? I didn't get the question right.
You talked about. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can hear you, but not it's faint. I can hear you.
Okay.
It's a little bit faint.
Now, you talked about the NNPC putting out a statement on retail prices at its own fuel stations. Has the depot prices also written by which marketers will lift petrol from the depots, or it's the same until the end of June?
Well, as far as independent marketers are concerned, as at now, we have not been officially communicated in terms of the depot price today. But there are some papers going around, just like the ones we saw yesterday, that is stating a liter is going to be purchased in the private depot at the cost of 460-something naira. I don't know the exact price, but it won't be anything less than 460 naira. The new deregulated price that a marketer is supposed to buy. Then you will add off your transportation cost and your marketer's margin. That will come to whatever price that government has announced yesterday.
Is that the
like
official?
In now,
is that the official price you heard from the NNPC?
Pays us.
Is that the official price you heard from the NNPC?
Pays us per liter for about 51 naira for transportation from Lagos to Maiduguri. So if you lift at 460 something, you have to add off that 51 naira and add off your margin for you to at least remain afloat in business.
All right.